We're going to start with our hands on the chair. We're going to just warm up the spine by dropping the belly and looking up. Taking a deep breath in, and then rounding the back, pressing up like a cat, and then dropping the belly down, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back. All this is doing, just warming up the spine a little bit. Inhale, up. Exhale, back, round the back. Let's do one more. Inhale, up, exhale, round the back, and release. This next exercise is designed to just start strengthening the core muscles. So the core is this area here. So it's not all about the back, it's about this whole area from front to back. We want all of that working as a unit. Let's bring our hands down to the chair. Take the right hand to the front of the room. Open up the fingers nice and wide. Take the left leg and we'll just reach it back and see how that feels. Let's keep the head down. It keeps the neck nice and long. Bring the toe towards you. Press the heel back. That engages the leg. 3 breaths here. And bring everything down. Then go right to the other side. Take the left hand out to the front. Engage the muscles in the hand. Open up the fingers. Take the right leg. Reach it back. Bring the toe towards you. Press the heel back and extend for 3 deep breaths. And bring everything down and come up to standing. This next exercise is designed to just open up the shoulder a little bit. So you bring the hands down onto the chair, take the right hand up to the ceiling and place it on the small of the back. And pressing to the right foot, open up the right shoulder and just breathe. Just bring it out to a place where the muscle is tight. But we're not pushing and pulling, we're just allowing the left shoulder or the right shoulder to open up just where it needs to open up to. And breathe. 3 deep breaths here. Now take the right hand up to the ceiling and bring it underneath, across the body, and drop that arm down to the shoulder, or that shoulder down to the chair, I should say, if you can. Otherwise, if you want to float it above, that's fine. Put a nice bend in the legs and see if you can bring that all the way down. And breathe. 3 deep breaths. And then press in. Use that left hand as a lever to lift you up. One more time. Open up. And then bring it back down to the chair. We'll go right to the left side. Take the left hand out to the side. Bring it up to the ceiling and place it on the small of the back. And press in with the left foot and open up the left shoulder for 3 deep breaths. And take the left hand up to the ceiling, bring it across the body again. If you can, get that shoulder all the way down to the chair, then do it. Otherwise, just float it above. Do whatever you can do for 3 deep breaths. And then use that right hand to reach up and back down to the chair and come up to standing. For this next exercise, going to grab the back of the chair, just going to walk back, forming an L with the body, stretching out, and then dropping the chest down. So you feel that in the backs of the shoulders. 3 deep breaths. come back up to standing. Good job. For this next one, we're going to sit on our chair. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. And we're just going to come off the chair just enough so we can feel it in the front of the legs, the quadriceps. Just hold it here for 3 deep breaths. And then sit back on the chair and bring the hands back down. For this next exercise, we're going to bring the hands behind the back. We're going to clasp them, bring the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Core engaged, fold forward. 3 deep breaths. Come all the way back up and release the hands. This next exercise is designed to strengthen our core again. It's called plank. We're going to bring the hands down to the chair. Walk the feet back to a point where you can not feel pain in the lower back. So not feel pain. We're not moving into pain. We're moving into strength. So maybe your plank is up where the feet are close to the chair. Incrementally, we're going to move back over time. So eventually, you'll get the feet all the way back and hold this for 3 breaths. And then walk the feet back up and come up to standing. For this next exercise, going to bring the hands down to the chair. Take the right leg back. Now take the right hand back and take the left hand back. Shoulder blades together. 3 deep breaths. Bring the hands down, bring the feet down. Come up to standing. Bring the hands back onto the chair. Take the left leg back. Take the left hand back and take the right hand back. Shoulder blades together. 3 deep breaths. And come up to standing. Wasn't that easy? Now, we're going to bring the hands back down to the chair, and we're going to walk the feet back into plank again. This time, we're going to drop the hips down and look up for 3 deep breaths. And then we're going to press back and walk back up all the way to standing. So that one again, we're loosening up the spine. And this next one we're going to do, we're going to start working on the legs, very important part of the body as it pertains to our golf game. I'm going to take the right leg and place it up on the chair, bring the hands inside and bend at the elbows. Now some of you maybe need straight elbows. Just depend upon how your tightness is in this particular part of the body. We're just bending the knees. You're going to feel it in the hips. You should, somewhere. You'll feel it somewhere, guaranteed. And 3 deep breaths. And we're going to bring that leg down. And we'll just bring the left leg up. Place it on the chair, bring the hands inside and bend at the elbows for 3 deep breaths. And then bring that left leg down and come up to standing. This next one's a quad stretch. We're going to take the leg and just sit on the edge of the chair, just sit back and feel the front of the leg engaged. 3 deep breaths. And then release down. Bring the other leg over. Just sit back onto the chair. Get a little stretch in the front of the leg. 3 deep breaths. And then come back up. For this next exercise, we're going to bring the hands down onto the chair. We're going to take the right foot across in front of the left leg. Come onto the right knee and bend the left leg, dropping down into the hip. It's called half pigeon. And hold it there for 3 deep breaths. You feel it in the right glute. Carry a lot of tightness here. You should be able to feel it. And then release. We'll go to the other side right away. The left leg, the left foot across in front of the right leg. Put a bend in the right leg. Just bend the elbows if you need to. You kind of use this as elbows as a gauge to determine how much weight you want to put on that position. 3 deep breaths. And then release and come up to standing. For this next exercise, we're going to bring the right leg up onto the chair. We're going to roll the toes under. Roll the toes under and just sit back as we engage the quads and stretch the toes. 3 deep breaths. And release. Do that same thing on the other side. Make sure you're grounding the toes in. Sitting back on the heel. Feel that engagement, the quadricep. And stretching the toes at the same time. 3 deep breaths. And release. And come up to standing. This next one's a hamstring stretch. We're going to bring the heel on the chair and bend or straighten the leg. Straighten the leg as best you can. Just going to lean over it. Maybe bring the toe towards you a little bit and just lean over it. You're going to feel it somewhere. Hopefully it's in the back muscle of the leg, the hamstring. You use those elbows, arms to bend, add a little more if you need a little more, or maybe to straighten them if you need a little less. 3 deep breaths here. And then bring that leg back down and bring the left leg up. Same thing over here. Line it up. Only you can feel where you need to be. Everybody's a little bit different. And this breathing that we're doing is, with practice, going to help you calm your central nervous system. It's going to help you relax the muscles a little bit. Just take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. And bring that leg back down. One of the areas that get really tight is the neck muscles. I'm going to take the right hand up to the ceiling and place it outside the left ear. Drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Make a fist with the left hand and just extend it down. That'll increase the intensity of the stretch in the neck muscles. Hold it here for 3 breaths. And release the right hand down. Take the left hand up towards the ceiling and place it outside the right ear. Drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Make a fist with the right hand and press down to increase the stretch. Hold it here for 3 breaths. Good. For this next exercise we're going to grab the back of the chair. We're just going to walk the feet out in like an L and then start to reach out, stretch out, bring the hips back. Hold that for 3 deep breaths. And then drop the chest down, bring it into the shoulders for 3 deep breaths. And then walk the feet forward and drop down into a squat. 3 deep breaths. And come all the way up to standing. For this next exercise, we're going to have the chair back to our right. We're going to take the right hand up to the ceiling, bring it behind, grab the back of the chair, take the left hand, place it on the front. Take a deep breath in and use the chair, the back of the chair as a lever to help you twist your right. And when you can't twist any farther, just hold that for 3 deep breaths. And come back to center. Now we're going to go on the left side. We want the chair back on our left. Take the left hand up to the ceiling, bring it behind the chair. Take the right hand, place it on the front of the chair. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine up and twist to your left. When you can't get any farther, hold it and take 3 deep breaths. And return back to center. Let's do a little breathing exercise here. Just lift the arms up and down like you normally would. Up and down a couple of times. Now let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in. Slow deep breath. And slowly exhale it out. Now we're going to try to incorporate that breathing in with the lifting of the arms. So slowly bring it up, close your eyes and take that deep, slow breath in, all the way up and all the way down. One more time. All the way down. And just take a moment and see if you notice the difference in how you feel.